Oh shoot, I'll be right back.
Sure. All right, we can spend a little time looking at
I don't think it's
Brandon's
boring.
background
I
here.
don't think I think I have to agree that no, maybe it is. Because the thing is, so and I know this has been covered a million times, but this is one of the worst designed pieces of like equipment in the entire world for no clear reason.
I know, and the thing is, like, I'm such an Apple fanatic. I
I
and
used to
I am so disappointed in this. Like, it's
oh
I.
a second. Hi Andrew.
Hi, Brandon.
So start that timer. There we go. And
Booyah.
yeah, I just and the thing is like we all what's wild about this piece of equipment um is everyone knows it's bad. Like the
Mhm.
entire world knows that it's a bad piece of equipment. And like it's so easy like this line is lovely. I'm not denying that
Yeah.
it is lovely. This is a lovely line. But
Mhm.
like at some point you can't put your charger for your wireless mouse at the bottom of your mouse,
I
thereby making your even
know.
you've and the way that the Mac is set up right now is you
Yeah.
basically need a wireless mouse.
Mhm.
So you've made your whole for one very pretty, admittedly, line.
Uh-huh.
You've ruined your
Exactly.
whole mouse if things go wrong. You need to make something that if it goes wrong, it continues to work. Apple and like there's minimalism and then there's madness, and this is madness. And there's
Yeah.
no. It's not like okay. So at the iPhone when they got rid of the headphone jack, which I'm still mad about and I still think is stupid. I got into a fancy car, right? I had a
Mhm.
car, I had a car that I rented, right?
Mhm.
When I got into that fancy car, my phone uh, Bluetooth into the car because I had
Mhm.
it set up. And then whenever I walked in, it was a seamless transition from my phone to car.
Yeah.
And I understand why you would want to encourage that.
Mhm.
It is not something I would pay 16 what how much are cars nowadays? How much would a
I
car
don't
with
know.
a Bluetooth in it would that be like $20,000? I don't know.
I don't know. Just say $1 million.
A
Let's just
million
say. Let's just say
but
that.
I wouldn't spend car
Mhm.
money
Mhm.
just for the convenience of taking my phone and
Yeah.
then having it immediately hook into a car. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I wouldn't pay that money, but I understand where it's coming from. This is madness. This is just madness, and there is no excuse.
Well, the thing is, I think it just flies in the face of the practicality aspect of what Apple is so known for, because what you what you've just described about going in the car like that's practical, it's just efficient, it makes sense, right? No one who uses a computer is going to charge a mouse like with, uh just on a regular basis. No one does that. If you and I don't do it, like no one does that. I mean,
Well, also,
you know,
it's one of those things that if you were to use it once, you know there's a problem.
yeah,
You know what?
exactly.
I've actually suddenly very much changed my mind on this now.
Wait, yeah, this is
Uh,
a very this was designed by Yonko.
this is
That's
a
what it
Yonko.
was. This is a
The
Yonko
Apple
product.
Mouse is such a Yonko design. Uh, Built for beauty, not for smarts.
Exactly.
Like someone saw. Could you imagine how much you must love this very simple line and this two
Exactly.
tones
Yeah.
that you go, nothing can break this. And
Right.
someone goes, well, what if someone needs to charge it? And then you look that person dead in the face and you go, oh, they'll wait. And that's
Right.
artistically, I really, and it's like, it is a pleasing click. I'll give that.
Yeah.
But like, it is so like it's too minimal. It's far too minimal. Lift this here. We all know where it goes too. Like you
Yeah.
blow that back and then you're set. Like you just go up a little and then down.
Well, I know, and this is but actually now you're changing my opinion because this is it's almost it's like the artistic the artistic vision
Yeah.
and the artistic stubbornness, that has come through, I think, in this.
Yeah. No, I think there's a for me there's a certain I don't love this. I don't love
Yeah.
the fact that I mean it has a good life. I'll give it that. But the fact that like you really have to be like, okay, turn this off when you leave, because if it keeps going, you're due.
Right.
But like, so like that I hate, and I think it's too. But someone went, no, this needs to be 3 colors, and that is it.
Mhm,
And I know exactly what I want people to see when I put it down. I don't
mhm.
care about anything else.
Yeah.
I don't, and you know what? When I'm working with a mouse, when we said wireless mouse, we meant it.
Right.
We meant wireless mouse. If there's a wire in this mouse, it's not a mouse anymore. It's something that's charging. There are 2 states for this mouse.
Right,
It's being
exactly.
a mouse and charging. Never the two shall meet.
Well, we covered that now, so now we now we fixed the mouse problem.
I mean, yeah, not only did we fix the mouse problem, we decided that there was no mouse problem, and we're
Right,
both weirdly into the mouse. We're like, yeah,
exactly.
it's stupid and it's uncomfortable. I like it, which
Yeah.
is that's very Yonko. It's
Mhm,
stupid. It's uncomfortable. Someone had a vision, and
mhm.
visions need to get done.
Life isn't meant to be that easy. You're you're meant to have a little problem, with your mouse. It can't be that efficient.
That
It's
should
just
be.
this is a reminder that life is not easy.
I want to see you, and it's like a white background, and you're dancing, and you have the air. I don't do AirPods though. I have no idea what those are like. They look uncomfortable to me. I'm gonna die using overhead ears
Yeah,
because I just think they're so much better. But yeah, it's a white background, and
yeah.
there are people dancing, and they're just silhouettes, and like, and then you hold up the mouse, and you go, "Life isn't meant to be easy." But separate the wheat from the chaff.
Exactly. You gotta be a man to use this mouse. There needs to be a picture of the Marlboro Man. Like you
Just
gotta
out
be a
of your mouth.
man. That's right.
I don't know how waterproof this is. I'm not putting it in my mouth. I don't.
Right.
I
But
just
just like,
yeah, just and
well, no. Like you don't have to be smoking it. You just got to be holding it. You're like
just gotta be
and
holding it.
with a cool pose.
Oh, that's
Like
yeah.
looking out over the mountains of Utah or something.
That's a gorgeous picture right there. That's a gorgeous mind
That's right.
picture. I love having it. I love that you gave it to me. I'm gonna be
Absolutely.
thinking about it all day today. While this charges, and also the fact that this has no clear. I'm done charging. You're
Mhm.
never sure what if we just stop
Who
doing that?
knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
We just
Who
figure it out.
knows?
Don't be a
Yeah.
coward.
Just take a guess.
Yeah, who cares? You know what? Maybe we'll go out at any moment. Good luck. You've been
Yeah.
pushing this for too long anyway. So
Exactly.
I was at I did an art market yesterday. I did the one that we did. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it didn't it because it was raining and I got to be inside. Oh thank God, it was so hot. But it's nice to sell your art and have people go, that's lovely. But it also will bring out the worst part of you in some ways because you will have the moment of buy something or leave. And
Mhm.
you won't say it, but you'll think it. And I would like to say that it is lovely to tell someone that they have nice art. It is great. But if they're really just sitting there and you're there for a while and you're not talking to them and you're just looking at stuff, and the cheapest thing is like $1 or 2, just buy the cheapest thing. Just do it. Just do it because that tiny bit of like, oh yeah, they got the cheapest thing.
Mhm.
Hey, it's a transaction will be so helpful for them.
Yeah.
I think it is one of the, and you don't have to do it for every single person. If you're just passing by, you're just passing by. But if you're taking up that much brain, and it's I'm not mad, and it is what it is. But it's so many people just touch every single thing,
Mhm.
and they touch and they touch and they touch, and it's fine. But you also go, "Do you want me to?" And then you have the moment where like, "Would you want me to interact with you?" And they're like, "No, it's fine." Then you're like, "Cool." I have to like awkwardly just kind of sit here
Yeah.
and look at you. Well, I made all of this. That's nice. But I just ran out of conversations. So I would like to make an argument for fellow people who have to sell stuff at art markets. If you are there forever, buy the $2 thing. Just buy it.
Mm.
You don't, or take the card. If there's a business card, take the business card. We know you'll never look at it again. That's not. No one's that dumb. But I
Right.
think if you hang out, give tip Andrew if he's playing the guitar and he has a cup in front of you, even if it's only a cup. Like it's got to be. One of the things I think about is like busking and stuff. All of that got way harder when we
Mm.
just went digital.
Yeah.
Because like, and yes, you can scan a QR code, and if you are good enough, you can scan a QR code. You can get that scanned, but that they talk a lot about pain level and what the level of
Yeah.
pain people are willing to go through, and like scanning the QR code is right on that cusp of pain level.
Mm.
Uh, so I would assume that street performing became a lot harder after we all kind of stopped carrying money in our wallets. So what I'm saying
Yeah.
is carry money in your wallet and give a few dollars here and there to
Go
whatever.
old fashioned. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever jerk's trying to just
Yeah.
get a sandwich out of performance stuff. You ever done street performing?
Um, I mean, like legit street performing like a long time ago. Um, but actually like that is kind of interesting because even I mean, when I was living in New York, it was probably about the time. I mean, people were still carrying cash around,
Mm.
and there we definitely I mean, I don't know how long QR codes have been around, but I don't feel like they were around. And
They weren't really prominent though. Like
yeah,
codes had like a big comeback during the pandemic.
yeah, yeah. Um, but I think there's probably some truth to that. I mean, I'm just imagining people like in the subway now, um, like in order to get money, they would probably have to have a sign with like a QR code for Venmo or whatever, and I think you're right. Like when you're in a rush, like it's easy to pull change out of your pocket if you've got change and
Mhm.
just, put it, even some quarters, even if it's not a dollar, a few dollars, just put some quarters in the tip jar or whatever. And it's probably harder like when you're rushing to the subway to stop and take a photo
Oh, I
of
bet it's
that.
a nightmare. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can't like even or like and busking is I've done it a little bit. I won't pretend like I busted a whole bunch, but I've done it. I've done variations on. I've street performed a little bit here and there.
Hmm.
Never to survive, but just to make a few bucks. And it's hard. Like it's
Yeah.
hard. It's handing out flyers.
Yeah.
It's that like you just kind of you have to train yourself to ignore the misses, and it's so easy to say
Yeah.
ignore the misses, and it's so hard to ignore the misses
Hmm.
after a while. Not the misses as in your wife, as in the things that you have missed.
Yeah.
Um, but it's so easy to say and it's so hard to do.
Hmm.
And I assume I don't know if there are statistics anywhere, but that the it go, hey, you like that? Here, take a QR code, take a QR code. It would be so that's like 17 more steps that you're now adding instead of
Yeah,
this sort of
exactly.
passive agreement of performance. Uh,
Yeah.
which is already hard. So
Mhm.
I assume it's always something I've been fascinated with when we all sort of went digital is sort of
Mhm.
how much low levels of money stop moving around.
Yeah.
Um, and like you sort of have to. It's an argument for working in more easily payable spaces because like
Mhm.
those that money's not just doesn't isn't there anymore. So, I
Yeah.
wonder if that art form will, or if that style of art form will change in any way moving forward as we go more digital.
Well, and I guess it's partly also I mean partly is a convenience, but also partly the uh people being comfortable with it. Um and it's still early. We're doing an early one this time.
It's an early Monday one too. Yeah,
Early Monday, yeah.
we've really been
Um
throwing these under the wire.
exactly. Um so because I could see now like scanning the QR code, that's like an extra step, but if you could do something like and in some cases you could, like if you can like tap your phone or something like that to the other person's phone and just do something which in some cases might be possible, but also like with the acoustic group we always have a chip jar out there, of course, but and we also have the Venmo code.
Yeah.
um and I actually, when we started, I thought like everyone would just do Venmo.
Hmm.
But actually I've been surprised. Like a lot of people still put cash in, but I wonder if but a lot of times it's like hit or miss. Like sometimes there'll be like a dollar in there.
Hmm.
And sometimes there'll be, a lot more.
$5.
$5. Yeah, exactly. And then we do get some Venmo tips, with all, but I don't know. It'd be an interesting study, I think, to kind
Yeah,
of,
it would be. Well, I
yeah,
assume like there also is like a comfort level. We all kind of know, like we all figured out what Venmo and Cash App is now.
yeah,
And there was a period of time when like it felt like if to give money, your bank account had to sort of be locked in. That was
yeah,
scary. There's
exactly.
a nice like Venmo does a. I'm not pro Venmo necessarily because it will take its little chunk, won't it? But there's a nice separation between Venmo and you. That's our time.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, hey. All right.
yeah. So yeah, the Venmo and the beauty and
Mhm.
grace that is. Remember, this is the most beautiful object ever created, and it's discomfort. Maybe it's to let you know it's time to get off the computer. Your
Maybe
your
it is. You need a
your
little break. You need a little break.
house is dead. Take a minute.
Take a walk. Take a
Let your
walk.
eyes rest.
Yeah. Go read a book.
Go read a book. Yeah, go look at your iPhone. That would be cool if the iPhone had like a thing right in the middle for your charger, so you just couldn't use it. I respect that. If Apple was like, "Hey, we're putting the charger hole like right in the middle of the screen," why? Because it's more beautiful. Because we have to
Exactly.
do